This is a light and sassy scarf made with fabric yarn, and as you can see, treble or triple crochets are used, so it's very light and soft. To begin with, normally I chain 13, however I'm just doing a sample now, and of course I'm using a color that I wouldn't use with the yarn I'm going to be using. So I've chained a few here, and the first row, skip first chain and work a single crochet, yarn over, single crochet along your bottom row, and I try to always work in the back loop of the chain so you can see it has a nice clean edge on the other side. So I'm doing my last one here, and now I'm going to turn and I'm going to begin using, my first row is going to be a back ruffle single crochet. And when you have the yarn, you have ladders along the top, this fabric mesh or the mesh yarn. And to begin with and to end, fold over at least 2 so you don't have a raw edge hanging out there. And we're just actually are just going to make single crochets. We're going to begin with, let me put this over here, we're going to begin with a normal single crochet where you would put the hook under your top 2 loops, and now we're going to slide it under that ladder. So you just put it inside the ladder, and in this case we're picking up 2 for the edge. Do a yarn over, pull through, and complete your single crochet. So we're going to work it down the entire row. I'm finishing up with the double here, and you'll notice the yarn will, or the fabric will fold over as you do your next stitch. And now that I've completed the edge there, I'm going to be working in single ladders down the row. And again, just keep folding the yarn over as you work a row of single crochets. My next ladder goes on the hook and it folds over and creates a nice ruffle. And we'll do a few more till we get to the end. And now when we're at the end of the row, we're going to chain 3, because now we're going to begin our treble or triple crochets. So I've completed my single crochet, and now I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to turn, and I'm going to just make triple crochets or treble crochets, and I'm going to do the first one in the very bottom of that chain. So your loop right here, yarn over twice, insert your hook under those top 2 loops of the very bottom, and just continue incorporating your mesh or fabric yarn. Pull it up, yarn over through 2. Let me try that again. I've got the 2. I've put it through the bottom. I'm putting my yarn on the hook or the mesh on the hook. Yarn over, lift it up, yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over through 2 loops, and yarn over through 2 loops. So you've done it 3 times. Let's do a couple more here. You do your yarn over twice, insert it under those 2 loops, and just bring another ladder over, put it on your hook, yarn over, pull through, we'll pull it up, yarn over through 2, 2, 2. So you're getting quite tall stitches in between, and that's what makes it very soft and easy to wrap around yourself. Okay, well, it's very simple. You just keep working that way. When you get to the end, chain 3, turn, and keep working along the back. When you get to the very end, now I've used 2 skeins. You may decide to use just 1 skein so it isn't as long. And when you get to the end, just repeat what you did at the very beginning. 1 row of back ruffle single crochets and 1 row of simple plain crochets. Then you just end off your yarn. And you end up with this one I call the Valentine because it's got the red and the polka dots, and you can see again the triple or treble crochets. This one I call Midnight. And I did do one that I used just it's hard to see here, but the very pretty lace yarn, and I call that the Classic. If you would like written instructions, go to Free Patterns at simpleandsensational.com, and this collection is being called Ruffles Galore, so there'll be quite a few patterns there using the mesh or the fabric ruffling yarn.